What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Body Beat down here on this Thursday evening, 7:55 in the p.m. What's going on? No, not time for the concert yet. My house needs to be empty so I can do something like that and fully commit to it. I don't want to be embarrassed, shy, if you will. But yeah, maybe soon. And I don't know how well this live stream is gonna do. My internet is kind of garbage, and it doesn't play nicely with my computer. Let me make sure I introduced and did the introduction. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Everybody Beat down here on this Thursday evening, right at 8 p.m. I might have already done that. Yeah, it might. It might clear people out. It may very well. So I hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you're doing good. I don't know what I'm doing. I just got bored sitting here. And every night I do the same thing, night after night after night. I sit here, and then around 8 o'clock or so, I go upstairs and I sit with my wife for an hour or so. And then I go lay down, and then I wake up and I do the same things all over again. And I just want to do something. I don't know what I want to do. So, I don't know. I guess I could climb that chain right there. Could climb up there and swing around. Could do that. So, anyway, today I did a nice little walk and talk. It looked a little something like this. Hey, I'm walking and I'm talking. It looked a little bit like that out there. Kinda. That's what it looked like. So, I'm looking around. I'm thinking of what can I do? What can I do? And, well, I mean, it's pretty late. I don't really want to work out, to be honest. But, I mean, I could always do something, right? I could do something. I thought about doing some burpees, but I'm not good at burpees. It's not easy for me to get up and down off that floor. And plus my wrist is a little bit swollen over here. Kind of does that maybe a couple times a year. A little bit of swellage. Probably from, not motorcycles, but bench pressing. Hello. Dead hangs. I can't hardly do that because of my shoulder, my bad shoulder. And my elbows. It's hard for me to do like pull-ups or chin-ups or dead hangs or any of that kind of stuff. But maybe I can do something. I don't know. Yo. What's up, Sheiky? Yeah. Let me do some of them Sheiky kicks. Yeah. Yeah. I don't kick very high. That's about it. That's about all them hips do. I'm just kidding. Look at that. Did you see that? One over there. Pretty quick, huh? So, anyway, I hope everybody's having a good night. This is just a random, stupid live stream. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I could do that. But I don't want to do that. So, anyway. Dead hangs. Dead hangs. I don't know if I can do dead hangs. Dead hangs is where you're just hanging there, right? Again, my shoulder don't like that, and my elbows don't like that. But just for Scott Gotti, I'll do a dead hang if I can. I'm not good. Whew. I really don't want to do this on my back. Oh God! Oh. Ow! Whew! What was that, like 4 or 5 minutes? About 4 or 5 minute hang right there. Ow! Man, that hurt. Good grief. Ow. Was it about 20 seconds? Ooh, it hurts. That's some knurling up there that I'm not used to. Ow. My Olympic bar has no knurling. It's smooth as a baby's bottom. That's word. Let everything start. Ooh, I tried to relax and breathe. Ooh, it hurt. Speaking of hurting, not really hurt, but I did back yesterday, and I've kind of felt it. I felt it in my little laddies. So I know I did something pretty decent yesterday because I'm feeling it. Plus, I don't work out back very often, even though I do deadlifts. Still, as far as just like back centric, kind of more other back exercises I don't really do very often anymore. So, ooh, man, that hurt. Any more requests, guys? Within reason, and it can be something with dumbbells, or it could be something with a plate, or it could be a burpee, or it could be a jumping jack. Jumping jack, you'll see me bouncing around a little bit. I need to wear my sports bra. Ooh. Oh, me. So, while you guys figure something out for me to do, I'll scratch my side. A Hindu push-up. I don't know what a Hindu push-up is, Shiki. Hindu. I don't know all that stuff. Good grief. I'm not smart. I can't even spell Hindu. Hindu push up. Hindu push up. What the heck? I don't know if my body will do all that. Hindu push up. I've seen you do these, Shiki. A Hindu push up. Start with my butt up in the air, go down with my chest, come back with my butt in the air, up, go back, down, back up, down, butt up, come down, butt back up. Okay, I'll try it. Barbell row. I just did barbell rows yesterday. Let me do a Hindu push-up. See if you can see me. Oh, this is gonna hurt, I can tell. I don't want to kill myself here. Go. Now, I don't have good range of motion. And do push up. Let me go back here a smidgen. Oh! Ay, ay, ay. Good grief, Sheiky. It was okay, wasn't it? A barbell row. There. I used a pretend barbell. Singing seems a lot safer. It does seem a lot safer, don't it? I'll tell you what song I'm going to sing on this live stream right now. It's a very ambitious song. It's a big song. And by an amazing artist. And I'm not going to do it any good, but that's what I'm saying. I don't need anybody in the house when I do it, because I want to try and karaoke it and do the best I can and try to do it some justice, which it won't work, but I'm going to try. If you've never heard of it, the band is Genesis. Everyone's heard of Genesis. And you know Phil Collins is probably one of the greatest vocalists of all time and drummers. And the song is called Mama. Very awesome. Go look at his live version. Any live version is good, but the one that I really like is from like the early 80s. He has the short hair and his shirt's kind of, I think he's wearing a white shirt and what have you. And but anyway, that's true talent. You go and watch that, and that's live. That's real musicians, a real vocalist, and all that's really happening live. And I want to stress that because that doesn't happen a lot today. Even with a lot of the old groups, a lot of them are lip syncing or singing over backing tracks. There's pitch correction and auto tune going on during actual concerts. They're using that, and we're talking about with anyone from the Eagles to younger, newer people today. So it's hard to find real actual talent out there anymore because everybody's taking the lazy, cheap way out. So and there's times when that's okay. Sometimes on award shows or even the Super Bowl, believe it or not, Whitney Houston, her great moment at the Super Bowl was lip synced, believe it or not. You can go to a channel on YouTube that I go to, and I look at these things. His channel name is Wings of Pegasus, and he analyzes all the music and different stuff, and it'll kind of break your heart, unfortunately. So it's unfortunate that that's kind of how the music industry is, but a lot of times award shows and sporting events and like that are kind of lip synced, backing tracks and all this other kind of stuff. Sometimes because the acoustics are not good and just different things, I guess. But you should never go to a concert and people lip syncing. And yes, I went to see Milli Vanilli in Nashville when they were popular. And I was upset once I found out they were lip syncing, but I still love them because I know their real story. And I've actually talked to Rob Pilatus many years ago on MySpace. I hooked up with him on MySpace and kind of talked to him on there, and big fan of him. They still put on a good show. Love him to death, and I hate what happened to. No, I'm sorry, not Rob Pilatus. Rob Pilatus died. I talked to Fabrice Morvan is who I talked to. Sorry, and yeah, so I forgave them. I enjoyed the experience, and I loved them, and I still love their music today. I still listen to it today. So, anyway, James Brown is good. James Brown, woo, a young James Brown, man, he was something to see. And you can go watch some of his old footage. Man, there's a reason why he's called Soul Brother #1. And yeah, that's the kind of stuff I grew up with. A lot of stuff like that, and disco and break dancing, just all kind of dance music. And that's what I grew up with: pop music, Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna. And I grew up with only two rock bands that I grew up liking at an early age. And one was Kiss. And probably by the time I was 10 years old, I probably had 5, 6, 7, 10, I don't know, different Kiss albums that were put out. And I loved Kiss. I still love Kiss. And Def Leppard, their earlier stuff, Pyromania or whatever the heck it was. So that was my two rock groups that I grew up really loving at the time. Now, I'm in my older days and stuff, and, even through the 90s, I kind of listened to a little bit of something else, but mostly in the 2000s, like 2010 up or so, I've really broadened my musical taste, and I listen to a lot of stuff. I still don't like country, outside of a couple of little songs that everybody would probably like, from Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Willie Nelson, even Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart. A little bit of older Shania Twain from the early 2000s, late 90s, when she was on fire. Of course, that's not really country, but so anyway, that's where I'm kind of from musically. What I grew up on was just a bunch of dance music and stuff. So, hey, if you guys got something you want me to do, throw it out there. I'll try and do it. I did a dead hang and a Hindu push-up, and I think they were both equally painful. Equally painful, guys. Hey, tomorrow's Friday. That's a good thing. Looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to Fridays and the weekend. So, yeah. So anyway, again, if you've not heard that song by Genesis, Mama, go check it out, but make sure you crank it up, because it's one of them songs that's just like, you can't believe what you're hearing. It's very, there's a lot of dramaticness to it, especially when you watch the live, him do it live. It's very dramatic. Got a lot of stuff, it's just a very kind of song. So, I'm going to do something. I know what I'll do. I don't know how my live stream's doing. Maybe it's doing okay. I don't see where it says there's a problem. I don't see anything. Hopefully it's doing okay. Them dead hangs daily will heal your back and shoulders. I don't know, man. They might put me in a hospital. But, you know what? I don't doubt it. Things can happen, right? Let's do a little something here. What the heck is going on? Alright, let's do a a little leaning side lateral raise. I got a 20. Just for something to do. You can put something in the comments and let me know what you want me to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Oh. There. That was fun. Hey, Mike. I hit the bench press for 295 for 3 reps last Monday. Not bad for 56. Ooh, yeah. Grambo. We'll call you Grambo. I could be wrong on that. But hey, I appreciate you popping in. You always pop in once in a while on my videos, and I appreciate that. 295 for 3 reps. 295 for 3 reps. It's pretty good. So that lets us know you can at least do 300 for 1. That's good. So the dead hangs, them dead hangs daily will heal your back and shoulders. I might try to do some dead hangs from now on. I might try and do that. I appreciate you throwing that at me. Dead hang, Hindu, push up, lean, lat, raise, 20 pounds, 10 reps. Okay, just writing some stuff down. Thanks for the inspiration. Hey, you too. Anytime you guys put what you're doing in the comments and that helps everybody, and it can help me too. So it's always nice to connect with people and just see what they're doing and accomplishing, or even interested in stuff like that. It can always help. Thanks for the inspiration. So, all right. So, since nobody's throwing anything out there for me to do, I don't like doing these, but I'm going to try and do 1 burpee. We'll say 1 burpee. I hate them. I'm not good at them. They hurt me. And I don't necessarily do them all that well. So I know a lot of times people go like that and then down and out and back up. And I don't know. I'll do my best. I don't know. Do I need to hit? So I'll try and do a burpee. I feel funny doing that now because I'm making fun of it. Anyway. Sorry, I got myself tickled. I don't think that was even a burpee. See, I told you I'm no good at them. There, that's enough. That's enough of those. Oh yeah. Joseph Poor Man on bench. That's excellent, Joseph. Yeah, I've been on a steady linear progression. Did 245 pounds for 10. I'll get to 260 for 10. Yeah, that's good. That's how you do it. Or that's at least one method of how you do it. Sometimes people go for maybe even just 5 sets of 5s, and then they'll kind of move up a little bit. For me, and I made a video about this a couple weeks back, and I'm kind of contradicting myself after going back and listening to the video a couple times. And, I think I also mentioned in the video that, it could be 1 rep or 3. But, once you get to a certain weight, it's hard to go for that 5 rep or that 6 rep or 10 rep before you move on. Like I can do 365 for 4 reps. I swear I think I've done it for 5 before, but we'll say 4 reps. But I didn't make it to 5 reps or 6 reps or 10 reps before moving on to 375 or 385 or 395. So I think it kind of varies. I think once you get to maybe a certain point in your lifting, but definitely I've done 300 for 11 or 12. I've done 315 for 10. I've done 225 for 25. I've done 375, I think, for 3 or 4 at one time, and 365 for 4, and etc., etc. So, I have put in a lot of time with a lot of sets, a lot of reps, a lot of different weights, and building up that strength to get to that point to where I got my new PR just this past Sunday, 425. And that's where I'm stopping at 425. I don't feel the need to go any heavier. So there's a lot of variables really to all of our lifting, and that goes for the 3 main lifts. And we could say the 4th lift, a shoulder press. It's just kind of how you feel a lot of times. And also what you're going for. Are you just, doing like powerlifting? Or are you trying to be a bodybuilder, strongman, Olympic lifting, doing crazy stuff, like CrossFit and different things like that? It all depends on what you're going for, your body that you're looking for. And so there's just a lot of variables. But overall, at the end of the day, just putting in the effort and putting in some work is going to yield some results. So I try not to get too technical about stuff, because I think that's a problem that we see on the internet, is so many people getting so technical about a lot of lifts. Just lift, and when to progress and lift some more, and you'll know when to progress a little more. So that's just kind of my stupid thoughts on it. Before I lost steam on doing dumbbell curls, I got 170 for 3 strict barbell curls for 170 for 3 strict reps. Ooh, 170 for 3, that's pretty good. I've done like 180 or 190 or something like that, but it wasn't strict. It was just a cheat curl just to have fun. But 170 for strict is really good. And sorry if I missed some of the chats, guys. What's your tips on benching 405? Hey, Ken, Last Chance Knives, or The Cutting Edge, sorry. I've done dead hangs in the past for my shoulders too. I think it helps more space for the tendons. Yeah, I could see that, Ken. And again, I might try to add those in a little bit periodically. I'll have to kind of play it by feel, because like you, we both have some cruddy shoulders and stuff. So, but I did pretty good. I think Shiki said I did about 20 seconds on my hang. So again, light-skinned. I have ADHD or something. I don't know. I don't take time to read everything, but tips on a 405-pound bench is the same as you going for a 225 or a 300 or 315 or any of that. If you don't put in the time, you're not going to get it. I've mentioned before that I truly believe that every guy, as long as you don't have any super limiting factors, like a bad shoulder, but I think every guy with enough work should be able to bench 315. Maybe not all of us at the same time, in the same span of time, but I think every guy with enough work should be able to bench 315. And the amount of work that it's going to take for some people to get there is the same amount of work, if not a little bit more, to get to 405. Once you get above a certain weight, it becomes, kind of a little bit more amazing. We'll use that in quotation marks because I really don't consider myself amazing at anything in life, and I don't know a better word right now off the top of my head, but rare, maybe rare. We'll say rare. So all the time and effort has to, you have to put in the time, you have to have the goal, you have to be serious about it. It's every day. I mean, you can literally go back at my channel and see where I work out like consistent for the last 5 years. It's been consistent. Whether I'm sick, whether my back is out or my shoulders are screwed up or my tennis and golfer's elbow or my carpal tunnel has got me crippled or whatever, or I got stuff going on with my kids and different things. Depression, anxiety is through the roof. My nerves are shot. And no sleep, literally no sleep. And sometimes I only have one meal in my stomach when I work out. So it's just about how much effort you're willing to put in. But just like with 225, you got to put in X amount of reps and X amount of sets and X amount of effort to get to the next step and to get to the next step. And, before you know it, you're going to do 355 and, oh man, I'm going to go to 365. Okay. And you're going to get 365 and you're going to do it again and you're going to start doing maybe sets of singles. And then before you know it, you're going to get a set of double. You might end up getting 2 sets of doubles. So then it's time to go up a little bit more. And so on and so forth. And that's just kind of how the progression happens. And 100% you can do all this stuff naturally. 100%. Don't let anybody tell you different. You don't have to take anything. And I'm proof of it. And I know plenty of other people that are 100% natural that are proof as well. So, yeah, it's just about how bad you want it. Mike Dunn, too natural. What's your tip to bench? 405. Not easy natural. No, a 405 pound bench, that's what I'm saying. It takes a different, you got to put in a little bit more effort. Like I said, most guys are going to get to a 300 pound bench relatively okay if you put in the time. That 400, once you get going up above that, you got to put in that time and effort, and just you got to want it. You have to want to get that number. And if you don't have that drive in you, you're not going to get it, because you can't miss because, you got yard work to do. You can't miss because you're tired because you got home from work. You can't miss because your wife or your girlfriend or whatever the case is having a fit. You can't miss because your kids are acting stupid. You can't miss because you got a car problem. You got to find that time to do it. And then everything else has to come in second. And that's how I've been these 5 years that I've been going. Is everybody knows I'm working out. Leave me alone. That's just the way it has to be. You got to kind of be selfish to get to some of these goals, So, anyway, anybody have anything you want me to do? I did a dead hang. I did a Hindu push-up. I did a leaning side lateral raise, and I did a horrible burpee. Did I write that down? Burpee. So, tell me something else in the comment you want me to do real quick and within reason, and maybe we'll do it. It's raining. I've been waiting for it to rain for 2 days. It felt like it was going to rain. So whoever's in the chat, give me an exercise or something to do real quick, and we'll see what we can do. As of right this second, my connection says excellent, so hopefully it is. A Jefferson curl. A Jefferson curl. I've heard of that. I'm going to have to look it up. A Jefferson curl. Sorry, I got to look these things up. Jefferson curl. Jefferson curl is a weighted full spinal flexion exercise designed to increase posterior chain by slowly rolling down the vertebrae while holding a light weight. Stand on a raised surface. I don't really have a raised surface. Descending, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly roll down, articulating the spine one segment at a time from the neck down to your lower back. Keep the legs straight but not locked, allowing the weight to pull you into a deep forward bend. Reverse the motion slowly, engaging the posterior chain. Stack the Jefferson curl. Okay, I'll try. I don't have anything to stand on really. Maybe I can stand on this. I use 2 milk crates, but that's... Yeah, there ain't no way. So I'll just use that little plate that's about that thick. Was it 1 dumbbell or 2? I'll use 2 dumbbells. I'm only going to use like the 20s. Two milk crates? Good grief. I ain't got that kind of mobility. I won't be able to do this probably. Oh God. I had to come up. I had to make that kind of quick. I didn't know it was gonna trigger my problem areas here. I get cramps here and here, and I have had it one time down here at my whatever this is called, right in that area. But I get like huge cramps right there, boom, and right there. So I was told that it was from my back problem, the nerves and stuff, but I don't believe that. They are tough. Good try. Yeah, I'll try it again. Again, I don't have very good range of motion, but maybe one day I will. I gave it my best. Okay. And now the hardest thing about the whole entire thing is probably picking that plate up. But that's why I put it on the carpet. Give me a little bit of help. So I'm going to write that down. Jefferson curls. 20-pound dumbbells. Okay. They are tough. So, what time is it? 8:34. We'll go for a little while longer. Anything else, guys? I'll try something. Oh, goodness. Phew. I'm not sure what these are called, but I'll try it with a 45, like a crazy person. I don't know what those are called. Just trying random stuff. Eddie Hall and his son. Yeah, I seen that. I don't know if it's a growth spurt or a injection spurt. I don't know nothing about it, and I don't like to accuse people because I've been accused of being on stuff. So, but that little boy is growing pretty quick and getting kind of strong pretty quick. Do you know what those were called when I took the plate and did that? Is it Arnold? No. Those are a Lou rays when you take plates or something and do like that. What is that called? I never heard of Jefferson curls before. I've heard of them, Ken. I've heard of them, but I've never done them, and also I can't remember the names that go with, the movement. Because there's 1,000 different things out there. A front raise? Sounds pretty good. I'll write that down. Do you think you could beat it max? Well, I don't know. I don't talk about all that on here. No offense, and I'm not trying to drive you away or nothing, but I don't talk about those people. When did you get your cage? I got my cage, and we moved here in 24. I got my cage summer of 2024. Before that, I had the 2-post rack. And my whole thing with getting this cage was I wanted to be able to do my bench press. I wanted to get my 405-pound max bench because I never, I don't have anyone to spot me, and my kids didn't want to spot me, and I can't have my wife spot me, and I'm here by myself, and so I thought, well, I'm gonna get me a cage and get me a nice cage, and I got it, and within like a week or whatever it was, I went for my max and got it. So it felt amazing, and since then I've done it probably 20 something times, maybe 30. I don't know. It's a very basic, very bare bones rack. But it's a body solid, but they do have some attachments you can get for it. But I'm not really worried about all that. I don't want to put the money into it for one thing. And, just a lot to move. If we ever move again, it'll be a lot more to move. So, yeah, I got it from Did I get it on Amazon? I think I got it on Body Solid's store on Amazon, something like that. I don't remember, but yeah. And with tax and shipping and everything, it was $800. It's like 790 something. Then I don't know what it is now. Oh yeah, Body Solid's been around for a long time. It's what I told people. You know, back in the day, Body Solid was like Rogue. You know, like Rogue is these days, the big brand. Body Solid used to be that too, and then you got Parabody and a couple of those other brands that are pretty much Body Solid, but we'll compare those more to like maybe Rep or Titan. And that's what my bench is the Parabody. I got it used off. Uh, did I get it off Craigslist at the time? I don't remember, but I got it back in early 2021 to start this whole new journey. And I think I got it for maybe $70 or $75, and I just had to drive down the road and get it a little ways. But yeah, I mean it's a tall bench. It's 21 inches tall, and it's narrow, so it's not the best bench in the world, but it's what I got. So it's done. It's served me well. I have wanted to get another bench, but I just don't because I've already got that. So I don't like to just buy stuff to buy stuff. So okay. Anybody got another move or something you want me to try? I'll go again. I'll try something. We're trying, I'm taking requests. That don't mean I want to lay down there and do 405 pounds or deadlift or squat anything, but just some little weird random stuff is okay. Since it's getting so late, I don't want to do nothing stupid. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So, as you can see, I got my bike set up ready to go for tomorrow. Again, I do spin on my bike 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. 30 minutes every day. I don't do anything crazy. I just do just a slow and steady spin, somewhere around 40 RPMs for 30 minutes. And it's just to get me moving, get the blood moving and stuff. Kind of help me wake up. Well, it wakes me up, but it also puts my butt to sleep a little bit. So, boot. What the heck? Well, I gotta see what bootstrappers are. See, I'm having to look up all this stuff. Bootstrappers. Come on. Bootstrappers. Bootstrappers. All right, let's see what we got. Oh no. Yeah, my legs don't do that. Yeah, I can't get my legs to straighten out like that. We'll do it just for the fun of it. Golfer's deadlift. Let me look at what a golfer's deadlift is. Golfer's deadlift. Oh, okay, I've seen those. Golfer's deadlift. Give me a quick one. Dumbbell, go. Strong deadlift. No, that ain't it. Well, they pretend like they want to show me something, but then they don't. Golfer's deadlift. Now, see, you're probably sitting there like, oh my God, I know what a golfer... He don't know what it is? Well, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Video. Let's look at the video. Deadlift. It says deadlift for golfers. Deadlift like this. I don't know. They're not showing me what I want to see. Can I just use a dumbbell? It looks like I'm just going to use a dumbbell and do what I think it is, and you can tell me if I'm right. We'll use a 25. I have no balance whatsoever. What if I should do it like this? Do I do it like this? Is it something like that? Ow. I don't know. Am I close? No dumbbell needed. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. I've seen those before. I've seen them, but never tried them. I don't have very good balance whatsoever. See, back in the 80s, I was a ninja. Or I wanted to be a ninja. I had the whole outfit. I had climbing claws. I had the boots, the little two-toe boots. I had throwing stars and throwing knives, and I made some powder out of my pouch, and I had a wooden tabby sword, whatever the heck it was called, and I was a ninja. But I couldn't be a ninja because I didn't have balance. So I failed. I even had some little things that I dug out of a toy chest, and they had like little prongs on them, little bitty, like they looked like a button pushed into the wood, but if you pull them out, they had like 3 prongs on them, and I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe about 8 of them, and I would throw them out on the floor. You don't want to step on those. You didn't want to step on them. I was a mean little booger. I was a ninja. Drop the dumbbell and balance with your arms. Okay. I'm not going to drop the dumbbell though. Okay. Now if I balance with my arms, do I put them out like this? Do I put them out like this? Do I do 1 arm, 2 arm? I like this, I like this. Ooh. I feel like I'm going to hit that. I'll hold on to my rack. Hey, you gotta start somewhere. See, I think it's my right side I don't have very good balance. And it could be from my back. No, wait, I didn't have balance when I was a kid. Might be my ears. Horrible. Horrible. I tried though. I tried. That's all that matters. Well, I think I'm done for the night. I'm going to go upstairs and spend 5 seconds with my wife before I go lay down. And I appreciate you being here and for giving me some suggestions. And let me write these down. What is this called? Golfer's deadlift. Golfer's deadlift. Okay. I just wanna make sure I got stuff wrote down that I know what I'm doing. So hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Well, I appreciate you being here, and thanks for giving me some suggestions. And if there's anybody else still in here, appreciate you popping in and playing along. Maybe I need to do this once in a while and just have people kind of randomly throw some stuff out there for me, and do it earlier in the day. That'd be good. And well, I appreciate you popping in here. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Michael, your incredible host of this amazing channel. And don't forget, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. Watch this. You ready? My mandarin oranges, are you ready? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Let me try it again. Okay, I can do it. I swear. Oh my dadgummit. It's okay. We'll see y'all later. Let me go over and turn this off. See ya.